Good afternoon. I'm sat here talking to Jovana Tuffnell, the network manager from the Girls Network, and she works and operates as the Southwest Network Manager. The Girls Network is a fantastic organisation that gives a limited future to all young women. Good afternoon, Jovana.
Good afternoon, Steph. Thank you so much for having me.
Pleasure. Amazing strapline to your organisation. Before we talk about the Girls Network, I wonder if you can tell me a bit about yourself and your background and how you became involved with this network.
Absolutely. So as Steph said, my name is Jovana Tuffnell, but my maiden name is actually Radosavljevic, and I'm originally from Serbia and lived in Bosnia when I was younger, and I came to the UK during the Bosnian War. So actually, as a young woman, I understand of the struggles that a lot of young people go through and a bit more really. So I came here in '92 with my family. We just had a suitcase between us. And through the power of networking, I would say, through people that we met, through people that introduced us, we were able to sort of thrive in this city. And I owe a lot of thanks to Portsmouth as a city for my family. But I went to university in London in the end, and I ended up doing PGC back in my hometown of Portsmouth, and ended up working as an English teacher in a local school in Portsmouth, and absolutely loved it. I worked there for about 5 years. Worked as an English teacher, I also worked as a head of year. I was also in charge of an alternative provision, which was amazing. And those experiences that I've had in schools, as well as being a teacher and working in pastoral care, just made me realise how much schools do, first of all, but also how much schools aren't able to do because of time, because of funding. And I just wanted to give a little bit more back. So when this job came up at the Girls Network, I thought it was absolutely perfect for me personally, so that I can help young women grow their futures in this city.
Wow, that's a great intro, and I appreciate that. So tell us how the Girls Network now got started, and sort of how long has it been in existence, and actually why did it ever get started?
Absolutely. So the Girls Network is a national network. We are not only in the southwest, but we are in London, Birmingham, Manchester, Liverpool, Newcastle, and we're launching all over the UK as the years go by. So we're national, but it actually started, first of all, in London. And it was started by two fantastic women called Becca Dean and Charlie Young. And actually Becca Dean is from Portsmouth, went to a local Portsmouth secondary school, and that's how it grew into Portsmouth. But through the Teach First programme, who are absolutely amazing, they both started teaching in London, and they kind of realised as they were working the disparity between some kids and the opportunities that they had. And what Becca Dean did one day was took some of her girls from her tutor group to a walk around the city, just to let them know what kind of buildings are around, what kind of people work in those buildings. And as they were going around this walk, they got to the Gherkin. And as we know, Gherkin is a massive business hub. And one of the girls saw a woman in a suit. And she turned around to Becca and she said, "Miss, why is that woman wearing a suit?" And Becca said, "Oh, well, she works here." And the girl couldn't believe that. And it was at that point that Becca realised it's not that these girls don't want to aspire to be in positions like that. It's actually they don't realise that these positions exist. And we coined a sort of an informal phrase, which was, you can't be what you can't see. And that's where it really began, that moment, that penny that dropped. And what Becca and Charlie decided to do from that moment was to gather some friends and family to come to the school and mentor just some of the girls in the school. So I think there was only about 5 or 6 girls, 5 or 6 mentors. And even from that first session, one of the girls burst in after the first session to Becca's classroom and said, Miss, guess what? Did you know that you can have a baby and a job?" And Becca said, "Yeah, absolutely, of course." And it was moments like that that she realised that this is exactly what we needed to be doing. We needed to be showing all women across the world the opportunities that are out there for them, and the fact that they have a choice in those opportunities. So that's really where it began. And it's grown and it's grown and it's grown, and it's absolutely amazing.
Fantastic story. So remind me of that saying again, you can't
be what you can't see.
Wonderful. I'll remember that. I'll write that down. So that's great, and I guess implied in what you've said are the aims and objectives of the Girls Network. But I wonder if you just, for the listeners, maybe just reiterate those, what they are.
So our mission is to inspire and empower girls from the least advantaged communities by connecting them with a mentor and a network of professional female role models. So essentially, we want to connect as many young women as possible with other young women in the cities around the UK who have really succeeded, and a lot of them just want to give back. And one of the ways they do that is by mentoring these young girls and just showing them what's out there and what's available to them. That's our main ambition.
Wonderful. And I think I understand correctly. You carry on that relationship and the support to the girls long after they've actually left the full-time education.
Absolutely. So our programme runs for around 12 months, and it is 1 hour of mentoring a month with a professional woman, as well as 2 workshops that we provide for the schools as well. But as you can imagine, that's not kind of long enough really to make as much impact as we want to. So what we offer the girls is a lifelong membership to the Girls Network, and after they've passed through our mentoring programme, they then become an ambassador in our ambassador programme, and like I said, that's throughout their whole life. And it means a couple of things for them really. It means that obviously they'll have a mentor that they can contact for the rest of their lives because they've connected with professional women. It also means that they can connect with us as the Girls Network the rest of their lives. It doesn't matter where they are in the UK or even the world, I would say. So for example, we had a young woman who was going to university. She wanted to be a radiologist, but she didn't know anybody who was a radiologist. So she rang us and she said, can you help me? I need some work experience, even just a day. And we were able to connect her with a mentor who could give her some work experience in a radiology department so that she could apply for university. So simple things like that, just a connection, a network. But also we provide ambassador events, and they can be from a social event. So I've taken girls to the cinema, some girls this evening actually are going to the theatre together. We also provide them with what we like to call roundtable events, so networking events essentially, where we have lots and lots of mentors, volunteers who give up their time to have a networking event where the girls can go around and speak to these women. The women can tell them about their experiences, how they got to where they are, and just give them some more confidence at whatever stage they are in their lives. So yeah, it's a lifelong experience, I would say.
Amazing. We're almost out of time already. I've been fascinated to listen to you. So maybe the last question that people often say to me afterwards is, how do I get in touch with the Girls Network, and what is the best way of doing that?
Absolutely. So, like I said, the Girls Network is throughout the UK, so it doesn't matter where you are or where you're listening, you can get involved. And you can get involved in lots of different ways, really. And actually, the first one is to become a mentor. So you would be volunteering 1 hour a month of your time to mentor an individual from the ages of about 13 to up and towards 20. And all that encompasses is 1 hour a month, and also a 3-hour training session that I run or another network manager would run in their city. So it's quite a short amount of time really to get involved. But if you can't give up your time in that sense, you can also become a supporter. You can be part of our networking events, you can speak at our events, you can support us in any way you can. And that's as an individual, but of course we would love businesses to be involved. So if you are a business and you would like your colleagues and your employers to get involved, you are more than welcome, as we always need more mentors, because we always have schools that want to come on board, and we want to provide them with the best professionals that we can. So the best thing for anybody who's listening who wants to get involved is to go on our website, which is thegirlsnetwork.org.uk, which you'll find lots and lots of information about the Girls Network. Or alternatively, you can email myself as well if you want to get involved in Portsmouth, but you'll find all that information on the website.
Fantastic. Jovana, thank you very much indeed. 10 minutes has run by very quickly. Fantastic to have met you. I'm looking forward to working with you in the coming months.
Thank you so much, Steph.